CSIS. This is Canada's primary human intelligence and security agency. The most important thing to understand about CSIS is that it is not a direct equivalent of the CIA or the FBI. It's a unique hybrid. Like the FBI, its primary mandate is to investigate threats to the security of Canada, including terrorism and foreign espionage within Canada. It also has the authority to collect intelligence on foreign threats abroad when those threats have a direct link to Canada's national security. Since 2015, CSIS can conduct court-authorized threat reduction measures in limited circumstances. Unlike the CIA, it does not have a broad mandate to collect general intelligence on foreign governments' political or economic plans. Crucially, CSIS has no law enforcement powers. It cannot arrest people. Its job is to gather intelligence, analyze it, and report it to the government. CSE. This is the direct Canadian equivalent of the U.S. National Security Agency. CSE is Canada's Signals Intelligence and Cybersecurity Agency. It has two primary missions. Offensively, it collects and analyzes foreign electronic communications, such as radio signals, phone calls, and internet traffic, to gather intelligence. Defensively, it is responsible for protecting the Canadian government's computer networks and information systems from cyber threats. Under the CSE Act of 2019, CSE can conduct defensive and active cyber operations against foreign targets with the required approvals, and it cannot deliberately target Canadians or anyone in Canada. CSE is a key member of the Five Eyes Intelligence Sharing Alliance, working in extremely close partnership with the NSA and the equivalent agencies in the UK, Australia, and New Zealand. RCMP. The RCMP, or Mounties, is Canada's national police force, and it plays a critical role in national security that is distinct from CSIS. This is a key difference from the U.S. system. While CSIS gathers intelligence, the RCMP handles the law enforcement. If CSIS investigates a suspected terrorist plot and determines a crime is being planned, it passes that information to the RCMP. The RCMP then conducts a criminal investigation, gathers evidence that can be used in court, and makes the arrests. In the U.S., the FBI does both jobs. In Canada, they are separate. The RCMP's National Security Criminal Investigations Program leads these cases, often through integrated national security enforcement teams. CFINTCOM. This is the intelligence branch of the Canadian Armed Forces, functionally analogous to the U.S. Defense Intelligence Agency, but structured as a military command rather than a separate civilian agency. CFINTCOM's mission is to provide credible, timely, and integrated defense intelligence to support Canadian military operations at home and abroad. It is responsible for all levels of military intelligence, from analyzing the capabilities of foreign militaries to providing tactical intelligence to Canadian soldiers on deployment. It brings together all the intelligence units of the Canadian Army, Royal Canadian Navy, and Royal Canadian Air Force under one unified command. FINTRAC. This is Canada's financial intelligence unit, making it the counterpart to the U.S. Treasury's FinCEN. FINTRAC's mandate is to detect, prevent, and deter money laundering and the financing of terrorist activities. It does this by analyzing millions of financial transaction reports from banks, insurance companies, and money services businesses to identify suspicious patterns. When it finds evidence of illicit activity, it discloses that financial intelligence to the appropriate partners such as the RCMP, CSIS, and other law enforcement and national security agencies for their investigation. FINTRAC does not investigate or arrest. CBSA. The CBSA is responsible for border security and is a key part of the security intelligence community. It is the Canadian equivalent of the U.S. Customs and Border Protection. The CBSA's intelligence role is to identify and intercept people and goods that pose a threat to the country before they can enter. This includes stopping known terrorists or foreign agents from entering Canada, preventing the smuggling of weapons or illicit materials, and gathering intelligence on human trafficking networks. CBSA leads enforcement at ports of entry, while between ports border enforcement is typically handled by the RCMP. ITAC. While CSIS investigates specific terrorist threats, ITAC is the body that puts it all together to create the big picture. Housed within the CSIS headquarters, ITAC is a national intelligence hub that analyzes information from all sources, including CSIS, the RCMP, and foreign partners, to produce comprehensive terrorism threat assessments. It is the organization responsible for assessing and recommending the national terrorism threat level for Canada, while Public Safety Canada issues the official level. Think of ITAC not as an intelligence collector, but as the central analytical brain that provides an authoritative view of the terrorism landscape for the entire Canadian government. Canadian Centre for Cybersecurity. This is the single, unified, public-facing hub for cybersecurity in Canada. While it is a part of the communications security establishment, its role is distinct. If CSE's main job is to secretly gather foreign signals, intelligence, and protect government networks, the Cyber Centre's job is to be the public shield. It provides advice, guidance, and services to protect the critical infrastructure of Canada, like banks, power grids, and hospitals. It is the organization that issues public alerts about new malware, shares threat information with the private sector, and helps coordinate the national response to a major cyber attack, alongside broader government leadership such as public safety. IAS. This is the Central All-Source Intelligence Analysis Unit for the Canadian government. The IAS sits within the Privy Council Office, which is the department that directly supports the Prime Minister and the Cabinet. The IAS does not collect its own intelligence. Instead, it receives intelligence from across government, from CSIS, CSE, the RCMP, the military, and integrates it to provide the Prime Minister and Cabinet with objective assessments on issues of national importance. Its role is to ensure decision-makers have the clearest possible picture before making critical decisions. Global Affairs Canada. This is the intelligence arm of Canada's diplomatic corps. While CSIS conducts clandestine human intelligence, the Intelligence Bureau at Global Affairs Canada is responsible for the overt collection and analysis of political, economic, and security information through its network of diplomats and embassies around the world. It provides a crucial, on-the-ground perspective rooted in diplomatic reporting and open-source analysis. Its work ensures that the intelligence community's assessments are informed by a deep understanding of local context and foreign policy implications. Thanks for watching. Which of these agencies do you find the most fascinating? Let me know in the comments. Also, remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.